Hey guys, Wagon here, and today is another theory video. In this video, we'll be looking at what's up with the Batman vs Superman gravestone with Dick Grayson's name on it. This subject came about when a set photo got released with this gravestone in it. The gravestone is in it in the sequence when Bruce Wayne, in this case played by Ben Affleck, is walking to his parents' grave, and this gravestone is in the background. Some people are arguing that this is Dick Grayson's grave and he is dead, and Jason Todd is Nightwing and Dick Grayson will be Red Hood. To this I say, what? You would think, you can think this, and if you think I'm lying about this theory, you just go to YouTube comment sections or watch some videos on this subject. It's just, what? This isn't even close to what it could be. We know that Zack Snyder likes to keep his movies and the DCEU in line with the comics, and it's where he gains most, if not all, of his inspiration. So we can rule this theory out. The theory I'm going to propose to the DCEU community and the comic fans, that Dick Grayson is dead. Sort of. He's sort of dead. We know that there is a Nightwing movie in the works, so this is very unlikely that he will stay dead. Well, part of the movie he will be dead. Dead being in inverted commas because everyone thinks he is, but he's not. This isn't that far-fetched if you look at the time Dick Grayson faked his own death, which may have just happened in this universe, which would make sense as this Batman has been Batman for some time, 20 or 30 years. In the comics, Nightwing's identity gets found out by a group of deadly villains, and that group's name is the Crime Syndicate, which includes villains such as Owlman, which is a counterpart to Batman, and there's also counterparts to different characters that are from Earth 3. The Crime Syndicate's origins are in Earth 3, so this is a perfect option for the movies to go what they want to do and set up for the DCEU multiverse. But I think if they did use a criminal group finding out his identity, it would probably be someone a bit more included in the DCEU, such as Carmine Falcone, the Penguin, or Black Mask is going to be in the Gotham City Sirens, so that would probably be more likely. Or the Secret Society of Supervillains, which I could see this happening, as they look like they could be building up to this with characters such as Black Manta, Deathstroke, and Lex Luthor already a part or soon to be a part of the DCEU. Anyway, a bit off topic, but back to the comic arc. After they find out his identity, they nearly kill Dick Grayson, which is Nightwing, and he uses this to his advantage and he fakes his own death. This could explain why the gravestone is there, and it would also set up an awesome introduction in the solo Nightwing movie that's confirmed to be in the works, most likely coming out late 2019. After he fakes his own death, he joins the spy organization called Spiral. Now, if you don't know what that Spiral is, it is basically one of the strongest spy organizations in the DC universe, and it was founded in the Cold War by Otto Netz, better known as Agent Zero. Not the one from the X-Men comics, or X-Men Origins Wolverine. It's the DC one. Now, if you're wondering why doesn't Batman know about this, well, he does. In the comics, he works for Spiral. He works for Spiral for Batman, if that makes sense. Which would make sense as of why he is never mentioned in Batman vs Superman. If he did mention Grayson's death, someone might start to ask questions about his death, which would then leave the Dark Knight in a bit of hassle. They could also find out Bruce Wayne's secret identity if this was the case. He could either say nothing and walk off and change the subject, or tell them everything, which is all of the circumstances they could ask questions about his response and piece together the truth about him being Batman and the truth about Dick Grayson still being alive. So the reason why no one asks about Bruce's adopted son is that it may have happened months ago, and he might have already avoided the media by getting Alfred to make something up for him to tell the media and anyone that asks. And Alfred is a shifty little guy, so he's good at that thing. In some versions he was an actor, spy, and makeup artist, and a few other things. Damn, Alfred is a boss. But anyway, knowing this, Batman adopted a new Robin, Jason Todd. And after his death at the hands of the Joker, which we know happened in the DCEU, because Joker and Harley Quinn are both involved in that, Batman's thus go wild and kill, like we see in Batman vs Superman. When Nightwing returns, he pulls him back into his main sort of no-killing rule and everything like that, which would make a lot of sense. The start of the Nightwing movie could start the Spiral's regime change, and he could come back and say to the Batman family, Yo, what up, home dogs, back, bro, you know what I'm saying? I doubt he would actually say that, but it would be cool just to see him do that. But, anyway, the movie could be something about that, but most likely a subplot could be him taking out the agency he once worked for, which would be very true to the comics. The main plot would be about this. The main plot could be a new introduction to a new villain, such as maybe Carmine Falcone or something like that. I doubt they would have included Red Hood by this time, but if they include him in the solo Batman movie, they could have the part where everyone was like, Yay, my Dick is back with me now. And then Red Hood could be like, that sounds a bit sexual. No, he actually wouldn't say that. But anyway, everyone would be happy he's back. Then Red Hood could be mad at him for being tricked like in the comics. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the story arc and what they could have this theory done. That's all I got for this video. It did take me a while to make, so smashing that like button will be greatly appreciated. And this video is dedicated to Astral Assassin. Go subscribe to him. It would really mean a lot to him and a lot to me that I introduced this channel to someone new. And tell him I sent you, would you? Thanks anyway. Make sure to comment about your opinions on this theory. And with all that said, I'll see all you wonderful people in the next video. Bye.